Do you feel the pulse?
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to be saddling Cinder. So this is pretty much how to teach your horse to saddle video.
We already did this. We already did a teach your horse. If you go way back, you can see us trying to attempt to saddle Flicka.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was in the winter and we sucked. So it's a good thing we learned more.
We're not leaving yet. Okay, anyway, so we're going to be doing that. We'll be showing you a step-by-step process because she has never had anything on her back like that before. Actually,
yes.
She's had a hoodie on her back, that's about it.
And a coat.
And
a winter coat.
That's the same thing.
No, it's heavier.
Okay, whatever. Okay, let's get on with this video. To her. Okay, just showing it to her. And I mean, she's had other things on, so I'm gonna start off by rubbing her all around. And see, this is what you can do with one person. You can do this with one person. See that? You can do that with one person. Now, but we're gonna do it with two, and so we'll show you guys now with two people.
Okay, so now we're doing it on the other side, so we don't have another sky. And we're getting her used to things being thrown from both sides onto her back. Because Sky is scared from one side and it's a pain. So this is what we're doing right now.
Yeah, so I'll pretty much just try not to get any closer. Okay, I'll hold her now. Yeah, we're pretty much just flopping it right off this. Now you give me a treat, and then when you can say treat, and I'll give her that.
And make sure she tilts her head. Treat.
I'm not going to use the tilting head thing, because we'll just mess this up.
I'm going to do that on the exact opposite side too. Whatever you teach a horse, you got to teach from the left and from the right. I learned that on Heartland, and then I had Sky. Okay, she's good.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we have a bareback saddle here. Now you probably could just use the pad, that probably would be fine too. But we're going to be using a bareback saddle because that way we can put a cinch on it.
I'm going to throw it over twice.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to the good side and throw it on, and then I'm going to tighten it up.
Okay.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Give it after the second time I throw it. Good girl.
Careful, that has a cinch and everything. Careful, Jay. Good girl.
Okay, now I'm just going to leave it on this side. Okay guys, now we're going to tighten it up.
So a cinch is a whole nother ball game. You need to be careful because that's another thing they need to get used to. So make sure they're really good with the saddle blanket before you go onto the cinch.
Watch this, guys, and make sure.
Yeah, so make that is really good that she's not scared.
Okay, so this goes on the first one, doesn't it? Yeah. And then this one. I'll just...
That doesn't work though. So we just hold this hand. Okay, so just do it like a
Okay,
So we're not going to do it too tight because it's her first time having a cinch on.
Yes. I mean, we put some tight.
Oh, well.
It's not even tight at all.
Okay. Hold her. We need to get I'll get a different cinch. So the cinch is too long. We'll have to get another cinch.
Okay, good. We are now going to entertain you with Cinder's cuteness. Head up, head up, head up, head up, head up. Good girl. Listen to the voice commands. So yeah, we're gonna try to throw a saddle on her today. And yeah, she's a year and a half. So she's strong enough for an English saddle, we think. So it's not gonna hurt her and no one's sitting on her. We're just getting her used to this because we had Flicka. And that was a nightmare. Hey, princess. So we learned a lot from the time we had Flicka, from the time we had Cinder. And, hey, quit it. And we, quit it. We touched Cinder the day she was born, like a couple minutes after her birth. So she's been with human contact for like her whole life, whereas Flicka, they didn't know Ultralight was pregnant until the day before, I think. So they didn't really have time to prepare. So then Flicka was harder to get in contact with humans, so she's already a big step ahead. Oh, I'm just giving them an educational lesson.
Nice.
I told them about how we learned from Flicka's mistake.
Yeah. Okay, so the problem is I cannot find my short fish, so I'll just use this one.
Okay, quit eating that, you little monkey. This is not
Oh,
scared
we
of me.
could just, oh, I'm so stupid. We can just put it way tighter as well. On this thing.
Oh, okay, okay. Head up, head up, head up. Stay. Good girl. So yeah.
Okay. I'll hold her, you can do it again. Can I have a treat?
And young horses, you need to treat every time they do something good.
Well, you don't need it, but you need some kind of reward. Make
Yeah.
sure you reward them lots.
If they do good. If they don't, smack them.
Well, not
Well, like if they're
okay,
doing
if
bad.
they're scared, not. But if they're being naughty or something, then you smack them. Make sure you punish naughty behavior, reward good
Nanda.
behavior. And...
I'm tightening it up, so.
Oh, good girl.
Hold
Ugh.
Good girl.
Treat?
No, not yet. When I get it tight, like riding tight, then yes.
Well, it doesn't need, that's plenty tight.
Good
It's plenty tight. Good girl.
Yeah, you're used to this.
Here, now, you just tie it like that. We don't need to be like amazing. See, then that's plenty tight. Yeah, it's your first time, remember. Holy, that's tight. Okay, so Jalen tightened it a lot. You don't have to tighten it that much. It's a lot. She tightened it.
Good girl.
You just need to make sure it's tight enough to stay on. Well, anyway, we'll try this now.
No, I'm gonna do this one up
It
first.
doesn't fit, does it? Oh, it might fit on her. Oh, okay, well, I guess that fits on her.
At least she's used to having things.
Oh. Awesome. Here, you take her. I'll go with this one.
So we're just gonna walk around?
Yep.
We're gonna. This is also good lessons in leading, because I heard from Amanda you are a horrible horse when it comes to leading. Easy. At least you don't rear. Not that I've seen you rear. That sucks. Okay, we're gonna walk on. Walk on.
Make sure you click as well, hey?
Yep. Good girl. Get up.
Make sure you give her lots of treats. Yeah, so this is her first time with anything on her back and a cinch. She's had a hoodie and stuff on, but she's never had a cinch around her back with a thing going under. So this is the first time. She's just been really desensitized. Here, make her stop.
Whoa.
She's just been really desensitized ahead of time, and she's had, and like you saw before, but in this video, that's the first time she's ever had like a saddle blanket flopped around her. So she's been like really desensitized ahead of time, and she trusts us, and I think those are some main factors when you're training a horse.
Reverse. Walk on. Good girl. Good girl. That's a girl. Walk on.
So pretty. So this is also the first time Cinder has ever been worked in the round pen. Well, actually second time, but the first time was a disaster because it was raining and it was bad. But anyway, she's doing so good. Oh, she thinks it's a mineral block.
Walk on.
Okay, so now we're going to try with the saddle. So I'll do this now.
Okay. Can I put the saddle on?
Yeah, you can put saddle on. I'm going to take it off. This one off. If I can even get it off.
You know?
No, I think I'll find out.
See, I did it extremely tight, so the fact that she listened is good. And yeah, I used all my voice
Yeah, like
commands.
it's not riding tight anymore, but it's still really good.
I used a lot of voice commands during the session, like reverse, so that when we're lunging her, she knows what reverse means. And I just love using voice instead of
Would you let me talk?
control, because I don't like control.
So I just let this go and let it swing, and she didn't care at all. Now I'm taking it off, still doesn't care. Awesome. Okay, get the blanket first. Yeah.
I'm just gonna toss it on her, okay? Full side.
Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Okay, we can try that. I'll have to give her sugar yet, but okay. When you do it on the side, I'll do it. Good girl. treats. So for horses that don't eat treats, just give them lots of praise.
So, pet her.
Good girl.
I'm going to throw it one last time on this side. Okay. And then I'm going to go left, right for the saddle too.
No, just no, not with the saddle. We'll let after.
So, since this is heavier and awkward.
Oh, wait, just put the stirrups up. Let me do that real quick.
Okay. And while you're doing that, I'm letting Sky.
So it's good to let the horse sniff it first, because that way it can kind of be familiar with it-ish. Also, I'm putting the stirrups up on this one so that they're not flopping around while we're trying to get her used to it for the first time ever.
Don't try to eat it.
Like afterwards, it's good to have a horse used to having the stirrups not down, but for the first time, we like to put them up.
And she's only a year and a half, so
yeah.
I'm just gonna smell it. Let her.
She's probably gonna eat it.
Okay,
She's starting to eat it.
Yeah, I know.
No, don't let her eat it.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Time to sign. Remember, a year ago we did this with Flippa.
Wow, that's saddle. Good girl. Actually, it was 2 years ago. I bet you. Good girl. Good girl. So this is the first time she's ever had something this heavy on her back. She's doing amazing.
Should I
Good girl.
semi do it up so that?
Yeah, do it up now. Just do it up. She's doing so good.
Like, Ananda said she worked with her the other day.
Also,
Okay, we're gonna have to do it tight.
Okay, so we're gonna have to do it tight because for some reason the saddle's dumb.
Wait, you already loosened it as much as you could, right?
Yeah. Okay, so that fell over. You good, girl?
Good. Ooh, look at this.
Wow, this is amazing. It's quite tight right now because that's where the English saddle works.
Good girl.
Oh, it probably was twisted back there.
Yeah.
I bet you.
Oh, she's going way higher than Sky.
Oh yeah. If I need,
Hey,
if I need to, I can
it's
tighten
on.
on
It's
the
on.
other side.
It's on. Pretty
Girl.
tight. I'm pretty sure I did tighter on the bareback.
Oh. Hey, stop it.
1, 2, 3,
Stop
4,
it.
5. Whoa.
Oh.
Good girl.
So at this point, I'm not sure if she's being disrespectful or if she doesn't like the saddle. But either way, that's disrespectful. She can't do that. Oh, good girl. Girl.
Ooh, watch this.
Oh. So the saddle's tipped over, and she doesn't really care that much, so that's good. Good girl.
I'll take it from here. Good girl.
Good girl. Just let her stand here for a sec. How tight is that? Okay, so that's not that tight. I can easily get my hand in there, but it's a saddle, and I mean, it's an English saddle. It's super light, but still, it's a saddle with a cinch. This is the first time she's ever
Head
had
up.
anything like this on. She's
Head
doing
up.
amazing.
Good girl. Okay, want me to walk around?
Sure.
Whoa. Good. Walk on.
Here, can you stop now? Wow, she's doing so good. So yeah, Cinder is probably 1.5, and she's doing amazing. Oh, she's licking and chewing? That's amazing. Licking and chewing is a great sign to see if they're being good or like under calm.
Reverse.
So we do that because that way when we lunge.
Reverse.
Oh, wait till she's done.
Reverse.
Jalen, you've already reversed. Okay. Anyway, we do that because that way when we lunge, she'll know what those terms mean. Because some of our horses, particularly Sky, does not know what that means. Really good. So now we're going to let down the stirrups, and they're going to flap along the side a bit more. So we're going to see how that works out for us.
You don't like these? Okay, well, anyway, I'll give you lots of one.
Okay, we're going to also tighten the saddle. Okay. Wait, no.
Yeah, it's flopping all around.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we're tightening the saddle as well because it's we tighten the saddle and we let down both stirrups. Let's see how this goes.
Walk on.
So you you can see that the stirrups are kind of hitting her sides more, but she doesn't really seem to care that much, which is really good. Also, you see we use a rope halter. I like using rope halters when I'm training because they're more like asking, I guess, because they're really, like, nylon halters are really soft, and like I feel like a rope halter, they learn to respond a lot, like to a lot lighter pressure and like a lot easier. Cinder did amazing this session. We're going to end the session on a good note. So she's doing really good.
Look at this.
And yeah, see that? It just fell and she didn't care. So we're going to end the session on a good note. We probably could do a little bit more with her, but we don't want to push it too far because then if we end on a bad note, then she could take this as a bad experience as well, and we don't want that to happen. So we're ending on a good note, and I think that is good.
Are you filming it?
Good girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Cinder did so good. I'm so impressed with her. And we will hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe down below for more horse content every Saturday.
And if you want to see the progress that we as riders have made, then check out the video where we tried to saddle Flicka. VS when we saddled Cinder.
It went way better.
There's so much change. Or Cinder was just better, like one of the two. But yeah, we have definitely grown in our horse knowledge over the years.
And we have a shared Instagram, which will be linked down below, as well as our separate Instagrams. You guys can check those out too. And we will see you guys next time. Bye!
Walk on.